Hey everyone, Bible Nerd here. Every Tuesday on my Facebook page, I post trivia questions. So I thought it'd be fun to go through and answer those questions after the day is over. See how many you get right, see how many you get wrong. Check out my Facebook page at Bible Nerd. Every day I post something different. So I have a different theme for each day. You can check out the content there as well. But love to have you be a part of the Facebook page along with the YouTube channel. So check out my video for today and answer the questions that were posted today on Facebook. All right, today's first trivia question was the Apostle Paul wrote that his joy and crown are his what? Is it brethren in the Lord, work of making tents, successful fishing business, or writings about Jesus? Let's go to Philippians chapter 4, verse 1. Let's see what it says. So then, my dearly loved and longed for brothers and sisters, my joy and my crown, in this matter, stay firm in the Lord, dear friends. So the answer is A. I love the book of Philippians. It's a short book, 4 chapters. So many wonderful things about Paul are written in here. There's great passages about being content in all circumstances, and it's one of my favorites. There's so many quotable things out of the book of Philippians. So take a minute, open it up, and just read it. It won't take very long, and it's incredible. One of the better works of Paul. All right, question number 2. How many years did Abraham live? Is it A, 147 years, B, 195 years, C, 175 years, or D, 120 years? I need some music. All right, the answer is C, 175 years. Let's go to Genesis chapter 25 and verse 7. This is the length of Abraham's life, 175 years. So that's a nice little easy verse for you. So there you go. The answer is C. All right, question number 3. Where were the 2 disciples going when our risen Lord, though they did not know it was him at first, met them on the road? Was it A, Jerusalem, B, Bethany, C, Damascus, or D, Emmaus? This is in the book of Luke. The answer is D, Emmaus. This is a great little story. So this is at the very end of the book written by Luke, and it's after the resurrection. It's after even some of the ladies, some of the women that went to the tomb, saw his resurrected body, and these 2 disciples, they are just heading home or heading back to this hometown. And as they're walking and discussing everything that happened, they encounter an individual, which is written here that is the Lord, but they didn't know it was him. It wasn't revealed to him that it was him. So they're sitting there talking back and forth, and Jesus basically asks them, hey, what are you guys doing? Where are you going? And they're like, have you not heard what's happened in Jerusalem? You have to be the only person in Jerusalem that hasn't heard about what's going on. They tell them about Jesus of Nazareth, how he was turned over and he was crucified. It's a crazy little story. As they're talking, they end up taking a little break and talking even more. And as they break bread with this person, suddenly it's revealed it's Jesus, and then he disappears. So then the disciples go back to Jerusalem. So it's a really interesting story at the very end of Luke. If you go to Luke chapter 24, it starts in the 13th verse. I highly recommend you read this story. It is really a unique little story about these apostles encountering the risen Jesus. Okay, our last trivia question for today. The prophet Ezekiel prophesied that in the future, Israel would be attacked from where? Was it A, the north, B, the south, C, the west, or D, the east? If you go to Ezekiel chapter 38, you will find a passage starting in the 14th verse that they were going to be attacked from the north. Now, there's a lot of stuff about whether there's good or bad that comes from these directions. If you remember, there's a lot of stuff early on that Adam and Eve were cast out of the garden facing the east, so they were pushed to the west. So there's a lot of symbolism that's in the Israelite culture that even the temple was facing east. So when you return to God, you were going west. So it was an idea of kind of returning to God's grace. So going to the east was being pushed away from God's grace. But there's also symbolism that goes kind of both ways, which just really shows that God is everywhere, that he can turn good out of evil and evil out of good, no matter what direction something's coming from. But I found some interesting stuff about the north that was really both his grace and his judgment would come from the north. The south has a lot more negative probably with it. There's still some positive things. That's where Moses met with God and went and rescued the people out of Egypt, was from the south. But even the Egyptian culture was from the south. So there's a lot of references And I don't think there are anything that's more unique about it other than just literal or literary design. I think that makes it kind of cool to be able to kind of say it came from the East or from the North. I mean, we even do it here in America, that there's stuff about being the West is different than the cultures of the East. Even in just general, there's general stuff that has to do with direction. But I found it pretty interesting. You might do some research on these different coordinates and how they show up in the Bible. The most prominent one definitely is the East and West reference. Well, how fun was that? Trivia Tuesday. So check out my Facebook page at Bible Nerd. I post different things every day. I have themes for each day. Monday is motivational or quote Mondays. I'll put a bunch of quotes up. Tuesday is Trivia Tuesday. Wednesday is usually tied to music. So I'll post music videos or things that are really inspiring on Christian music and things like that. Thursday, I usually do a Thankful Thursday. So I have all these challenges and stuff throughout the day that's a lot of fun. And then Friday, I have a discussion or a topic that I'll bring up and just get some interaction, get some people talking back and forth. So it's really a lot of fun. Love where this is going. I love that you're a part of it. Please click subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. I just love going on this journey with you and can't wait to see where God takes us. So I hope you have a wonderful day and God bless.